This week's free card is Doc Ock Fractured Frontier, and he is the piece that quick draw decks have been needing. I built a deck with him and Jane Foster, and it turned out to be, but I'm doing something slightly different today. Instead of covering both cards in their own video, I'm doing them in the same one, and kind of makes sense, they work well together. Just before we jump into it, I guess I'll explain Jane. Jane Foster is a 3/4 that reads on reveal, judge 4 other random characters, +1 power if yours, or +1 power enemies. Quick draw, judge the worthier game. Now, she is technically the card I should be making the video on today, but Doc Ock also released, which is the 2/2. On reveal, put the leftmost card in hand on top of your deck to get a random character, give both +3 power. So Doc Ock is definitely the final piece that we've kind of been needing for quick draw. I mean, I say kind of been needing, it's been one day and then we got him the very next day, so yeah, I don't know, it's been quite fun. The 3-drops that have quick draw kind of ran into the problem where if you drew them on turn 1, then you kind of never really got the chance to do their quick draw again. Whereas Doc Ock can then just put them back on top of your deck to then play at turn 2, which lines up perfectly. And I struggled to find a way to kind of make all 3 of them work together, so I found a way for Jane and Doc Ock to work together, and it's based around buffing cards in your hand that want those buffs, but it's not necessarily the cards you might think. Let me show you the deck. So, of course, this deck includes my girl, Jubilee Silver Surfer. I've been an advocate of this card for the longest time, and she works so perfectly with this. So, I guess I can break it down. It is, again, a Thanos deck, so I apologize if you're sick of seeing Thanos. I think the deck could still work without Thanos, but to make Doc Ock and Jane Foster feel like worth playing, Thanos makes sense, because you don't really want to play Doc Ock if you're not playing it to get the quick draw value off, right? So that's the main reason I put Thanos in here. So let's start off. With this deck, I didn't decide to do the double Thanos thing again. I went with the Quicksilver, and then I threw 3 2-drops in here because I felt like it was probably going to be enough, which most of the time it is. Now, you can kind of see what I did here. Quicksilver comes out turn 1, and the rest of it is about drawing and cycling cards, basically shuffling cards. Adam Warlock, a lot of the time, is going to actually draw cards. He seems to do a pretty good job of that, unless he's like heavily contested, obviously. Surge, discounting the card on top of your deck, which a lot of the time is a 3-drop, then you can pair it with Doc Ock to kind of shuffle something on top of your deck, and then Surge to buff it, which is a pretty cool way of using that combo. And obviously you don't have to play Surge at the same time. You can play whatever card was Surged and it would still buff the top card, which is why I think those two work perfectly together. Then I wanted to look for a couple cards that wanted to benefit from the fact that they could be buffed and put on top of the deck, or also Jane Foster buffing them. Now the problem with Jane was that nobody could really guarantee whether she would be buffing or damaging the enemy cards. But I think a decent amount of the time she's just putting out like a 1 power buff on some of the cards that you could use. I mean, Adam Warlock to some extent would really like that as well. Captain Carter Maverick would really like it, and Jubilee Silver Surfer. Other than that, she's mainly in here for the stat stick. And the main idea really is to just try and buff Jubilee as big as possible to then get some draws. Now, Crystal's in here. Crystal actually works really well with Thanos. And Namorita. So, Namorita on a location, discounting cards. Crystal drawing a card, Jubilee buffing that card, and then you play it and it quick draws Thanos a stone. Thanos has added so many layers to the depth, but also the fun of the way these decks kind of play. And I think it's going to be hard to kind of jump back to a deck that isn't quick draw for a while, because it just, I don't know, there's something about it that it brings to the game that Objective didn't quite bring to the game. And I will say, though, is one insane combo in this deck. I did not manage to get it off today, but Regis made a video on it, and it's basically where you Wong on a location and then Thanos, and you hope that Thanos has the, I think it's Soul Stone and Reality Stone. I mean, he kind of has to have both of those. And then you play him on Wong, and because of the order the stones go, it creates a Wong that then creates another Wong, but then that causes the on reveal of the stone to go off again and creates a third Wong, and then it cycles, and by the time it hits the Soul Stone, it destroys your entire opponent's side. I don't think it's supposed to work that way. I think I was commenting the other day about how, oh, I'm glad Thanos doesn't work with Wong because, you know, once he shoots all the stones, he can't shoot them again. But for some reason, Wong counts it as a use of the stone as an on-reveal. So you fire 1 stone and then that stone gets used multiple times, which is insane. Because if you play Thanos on Wong, if he had all of his stones shots. I keep calling them stones, but you get the idea. If he had all of his shots loaded, you would play him. I don't remember the order exactly, but he'd buff himself to insane with the Power Stone. He'd draw you 4 cards. He'd discount your hand by 4 or 3, I guess. He'd buff himself with Space Stone. He would destroy 4 enemies. I think it is 4 because if you play him on Wong, he generates a Wong, generates another Wong, generates another Wong. I am waffling at this point. But check out Regis's video if you want to see that, because I didn't manage to get it off in this video. I did something similar, but there's a couple of other lines that you can do with a deck like this that make it really fun. A lot of games I actually had, if I managed to get the Jubilee playoff, cards that I was drawing with like 18 power, it was absolutely insane. These cards have felt nuts so far. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, and I'll do my reviews at the end. Ooh, Doc Ock would be pretty good here.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
I was debating running Spider-Man in this, but I didn't know how consistent he was going to be. Ooh, that's not good. Bar with no name. We got Doc. Can I do anything about this? I mean, you're literally running a move deck. Feels a little bit preemptive move to snap on that. Plus you've just decreased my Quicksilver. I feel like I could just snap back. Jubilee's going to buff 2 cards by 6. Yeah, let's snap back. If we can get Silk into the right location, we just need to pull off the Thanos Wong combo. Yeah, that's what I thought. And Hydro Bomb went there as well. Do these decks run things to turn that off? Because I have a feeling that they probably don't. And Wong. Eesh. Let's leave Wong, because I'm not guaranteed to draw Thanos, and getting 2 things buffed with Crystal and Jubilee is probably better. We don't have the bugs still. Marita as a 2/12. Captain Carter as a 3/8. Well, I don't lose this, do I? Do they ever turn this off? I feel like it's fairly unlikely. If they play Thanos here, I'm still in a decent shape. Batrop. And Thanos. Yeah, still good enough.
Victory.
Nice. I feel like Doc Ock kind of carried there with the Jubilee fall. Okay, nice. We have a pretty decent opening hand here. Luke Spar is a rough one though.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Okay, then did we just play Warlock here? I think so. Survivors Camp. I don't know if that's a location we want to be winning, really. I guess getting the Horde to go left is ideal. And Jane Foster. Wow. That's actually very, very good. And we have Wong for the combo. We just need to draw Thanos now, which could be likely. Kunlun is a pain though. And they have Spider-Man. Never mind. Please tell me they didn't just get Thanos. Okay, Captain Carter. Maverick. Oh, it's not looking too good. Do Crystal. And we 100% get Thanos by the last turn, but what stones have we loaded? Oh, I should have been paying closer attention to that. Let's just do Wong. Moonstone Franklin. It went right, of course it did. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we have Reality Shot, but we don't have the shot that we needed. Oh, and I have to play him this turn to get his ability off. Okay, it's fine. Hopefully he himself loads the Soul Shot. Oh, okay. He did load the Soul Shot. Do I then just win because I can beat this location? Although realistically, I don't actually think I can. Can I get 10 power there? That is the question. Funnily enough, I don't think that I can. I mean, this is 4. That is 10. 12, but I just can't beat the power. They can't move any of these cards. They might just retreat. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I think Juggernaut actually helped me win the game there. But oh, one turn too late, Jubilee. One draw too late. You went even one turn too late.
Found a rook.
We're up against the bot from Galloway. A Warlock? Not quite, but also not a bad card to draw. Spider Ham. Wow, we can really just draw away. Except, is winning this more important? Probably not. I think it's a card we can sacrifice. The other play there was to Maverick into Jubilee next turn. But seeing as I'm doing a video to try and get a specific combo, I think I will go for the draws. Now, Namorita. Honestly, it's just this, isn't it? Maybe I should have played Spider-Ham first to increase my chances of getting buffs on this location. This is not looking too good. Oh shit. Yeah, that's not too good at all. Okay. I don't think Thanos here helps because... Oh, he doesn't have the Destroying Stone. It's actually perfect. I'm going to keep playing. Even though I'm decently far behind, I think I can still just win left. And it's unlikely a bot's going to contest right. Interesting. Nice, and then we can just Captain Carter here, move Thanos, play Namorita here, and I guess Surge here. Just feel pretty happy about it. Don't know if snapping is going to make the bot run away, but let's see. hope not. That was just a choice between getting a extra 4 cubes. Wait, hold on a second.
Victory.
Did my snap not count?
Snap.
My snap didn't count apparently. That is a pain.
Snap. Oh, snap.
And I keep getting some.
Snap.
Thank you. Okay, we're not against another Thanos player. That is quite unique.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
A lot of Spider-Man today, though. I wonder if it's because he's now in the snapbacks.
Parker!
Please tell me they didn't get my Adam Warlock. This location is kind of nuts for Jubilee, actually. Keep Surge by Surge. Because I already have Thanos and I have the 2 stones loaded that I need, I might as well Surge. Then I can set up Adam Warlock, hopefully draw something that I can play. Maverick. This is possibly better. Because I'm going to give crazy power to Jubilee. It's just the combo that I'm not likely to get off. Okay, they're playing the long game. Wiccan. Oh, that's a shame because I don't actually get the Wiccan. Okay, I do. I thought because I had the 1, but no, he was actually played that turn. Okay, I apologize. This guy might just want to retreat now. That's insane. Yeah, just a casual 18. Oh, we can actually get the Wong thing off, but he's not going to hit Wong with Reality Shot. Ah. I thought it at first, but then I was like, it should be fine. Yeah, I had considered playing Crystal at the other location because it looked likely that I'd get the combo off, but okay.
Victory.
It didn't matter regardless. They see an 18 power Wong and it's, yeah, it's done. They could have waited a little while to see the 18 power Doc Ock as well. Insane. Ooh, pretty nice curve. Snap moment. Not the this game kind of snap, but the you know what I mean. Okay. Ooh. Well, it's almost definitely Jubilee. Jubilee then Crystal. Or is it Jubilee then Jane? Let's do Jubilee Jane, buff her, then Crystal to bring another card. This could be a game we get the Thanos combo off.
Oh, snap.
Let's see. Jane puts Jubilee at 4, but the fact that I'm playing Jubilee turn 2 is already insane. Oh, we actually have to hit Jubilee though, that's the one caveat to this. Come on, Jane. Nice. To be fair, it's fairly unlikely that she didn't. What is happening today? I mean, I won't say no to that. Again, it makes it difficult to get the Wong combo off. Do you know, I think I'm too invested in getting that one combo. Okay. See, I can do this, but then comes the downside of running Doc Ock, right? It's going to be harder for me to actually draw Thanos. I guess instead then let me do this. Okay, they got their weapon off. And we have Thanos. Oh, but I got him too early. This is still a solid play though. I could do that and then just... Ooh, actually. That's better. Let's try it. Let's double Doc Ock. You get Ravona. Marvel Boy. Ooh. I mean, that is just nuts. They've discounted their entire hand too. Okay. Did they get the... No, they didn't get the movable ability. Because I was thinking, if I put Thanos here... Namorita, and then these two just can do whatever they want. I don't necessarily know if they'll match it. They probably will. They discounted their entire hand twice. And it's hidden information that I can't do anything about. I'm just willing to see it out, see what shenanigans they pull. This is crazy. Jubilee, Doc Ock, Surge, Jubilee, reduced. He got Jubileed twice. Okay. I need you to prevent doing things on the left.
Are you worthy?
Never mind. It's already over. Close though. A crazy game. I have a feeling we're going to be getting a lot of those Thanos intros for a little while. Surge. Ooh, I could double up on Surge, but I think drawing the card is probably better. Okay, we have the two stones that matter. We now just need the two cards. Jane Foster. It's a 2/5. Because of Surge, Cloning Vats is great. If only we had Doc Ock as well. Doc Ock here would be crazy because of the Jubilee. Trying to section off every location. It is smart. Ah, Doc Ock, okay. Do we just Doc Ock the Jubilee, or do I just Jubilee now? Because she is hidden behind. Because it's either that or next turn I Doc Ock and buff Captain Carter. Or we Carter now and then like Doc Ock. For Jubilee. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm expecting like a Cosmo here. Spider-Man. Okay, we're actually still okay right now. Let's do... Ooh. Do that. Feels pretty good. But we'd need Maverick and Nimurita for that to feel amazing, so perhaps not the best call right now. Let's see. Adam Warlock doing the extra position for Jubilee is the better feeling part of it. I'm fine with Silk going here because I'm going to have something bigger to deal with it. That's why they didn't block the location. Makes sense. Casual 18 power Thanos. Okay. Put my Thanos here. And then just put Spider-Man here. Then just call it a day for the right and kind of ignore it. Yeah. We duplicated Doc Ock. Thanos gets bigger. I mean, he's already 18 power. He's going to go to 22. Let's see what they've got. Middle. Craven. Yeah, we're fine. Crazy.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
She's 18, I guess, because Doc Ock put her in deck and drew her back out again. Yeah. Crazy. This deck is so much fun. Miniaturized lamp. Probably likely to play there as well, right? Yeah. Because I was thinking Adam Warlock would be pretty decent here, but my concern is if they play a good 2-drop there. Wow, okay. You've made my decisions much harder. I think it's still Adam Warlock. Yeah, this was my concern. But it's actually not the end of the day. Because I've got to draw on turn 4 and turn 5. Okay, maybe not. Nimurita and Doc Ock. Feels almost snap-worthy. Again, I really want to do the one combo, but Nimurita is making that difficult. Let's not snap right now. Not until we have Adam Warlock on the page. We've got Spider-Man, okay. It's a pretty good Spider-Man too. There's no way that they're able to beat this, surely. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Now we can get the draws in. Okay. I was starting to get worried because we were running a little bit dry. Okay, maybe just Jubilee goes here. So she can get a bigger buff on whatever we draw. Fully stocked Thanos. Yeah, that's not good. I blocked myself off of a location. We have Thanos, however. Can he pull us back? Probably not. I really walled myself off here. My bad. Okay, well, that's hopeful. I think I actually win. No, I definitely do. Wow. I am very surprised that happened. I was really expecting them to bolster left. Oh, solid. Ooh, that's a bit of a pain. We have a lopsided benefit there.
Hi, I'm
We
Spider-Man.
have the Soul Stone. They're running Sinister 6. Of course. I actually can't even do anything. This is shaping up to be a pretty rough game. Got to be Namorita. Like, I could go for the shot now, but giving us more of a chance to get the rest of them off. Feels like it makes more sense. And we get a discounted Jubilee. Okay, my next turns feel like they'd be relatively straightforward with Wong into Thanos. But I'd need to load the red shot, which I don't think is going to happen. Well, what do you know? Yeah, I mean, I say that, but at the same time, I could get it to happen here. And then next turn do that, it would destroy all their cards here, give Thanos a bunch of power, and create 2 Wongs. But they're relying on this zombie horde, and Jubilee's going to buff my other things, so... Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, and then the last location, they're going to Sinister 6, which means I need to be ahead in all 3 locations to feel strong about it. Could do Wong into Jane. It's not strong enough, is it? Let's try that. I'm not feeling super confident. I do think they're likely to summon Sinister 6. If they were going to do it anywhere, they would do it middle or left. Purely because they can leave the Zombie Scarlet Witch on the right. Okay. Well, Jane really helped with that left location. Nice. We're good. That's a relief. That one had worried me for a second.
Victory.
Okay, Monster Island making things slightly awkward for us. Yeah, I still need to get the combo off. actually trickier than it seems. Oh, that's not what I wanted. They've got my surged card. Because of course they have. Okay. Let's just surge again. We're actually running a very similar deck, it seems. I would play Wong in the middle now if it wasn't about to just be destroyed. Of course. You know what? Let's just do this. Destroy the monster. And hopefully we can do something about the other locations. All their cards are being buffed with 3. They do have the movable as well. Okay. We sacrifice the right? Probably. I don't know, because I don't know if they always move Thanos. Let's maybe try this instead. Power 5. We're short. Yeah, that's a shame. This is where we hope we draw a 2-drop. If we draw a Doc Ock, that's probably perfect. Doc Ock. Ah. It's one of the worst things I could have drawn. Anything but Wong. Anything I can play. Yeah. It's not ideal, but it's still a card I can play, so I'm not going to complain. Caliban, wow, okay. And I lost Crystal. There's Wong, because I can Wong Thanos and destroy their cards and also discount my cards, which feels pretty good. And then move him out.
Clear for takeoff.
The one downside being if they Cosmo now. If they Cosmo after I've managed to actually pull the combo off. Might be time to call it. Oh. That was close to being insane against their Thanos. But there we go, we have quite the intimidating force now. Gladiator, we have Jane that can be duplicated. Adam Warlock is just not really a one, is it? Maybe I play Jane last for that reason. Gladiator, Jubilee, Maverick, Jane. Sure. Oh, Caliban went off because of that? Of course it did. Because why wouldn't it go off? Oh, it doesn't go off. Sorry, I don't really play this card. For some reason I thought it was play them, but I guess it's have them in play. Yeah, okay. I was saved by that, because that was a very close one. I almost snapped as well, because I thought I had it. Oh, we got a Dreamline, huh? With Jane. I think people have the right idea to play middle, because then you know if the Sanctum, or whatever it's called, I don't remember the location, is going to be in the middle on turn 2. But it is not. So yeah, let's put Jane in the deck, and then bring her back out next turn. Cards can't be destroyed, and they're going first, okay. Yeah, Nimorita, and then after that we start following on with things like Crystal. We can get the discounts. These locations aren't great. Yeah, because Adam Warlock could go here, but then I fill up the entire thing. Let's just do that. We're gonna go down to 4, but honestly, it's fine. It's better than me blocking Nimorita or filling a location. They actually juggernauted there. That's interesting. Wow, we have got a whole lot of nothing. I suppose that's what happens when you don't draw Thanos or Jubilee with this deck. There is no reason to play anything anywhere. Right? 'Cause most of my cards are going to negative here and not do anything. Then Jotunheim disrupts them. It's a bit of a mess. I guess this is Aurora, right? Thanos. Wait, are we actually okay? I can't believe that one. Out of all the games today, that one is by far the most that I did not deserve to win. So doing my reviews, I'll start off with Jane. So the thing with Jane is she's a good stat stick card, and I think people have mentioned this as well. I probably even mentioned it in my like review of the season. She's a difficult card to place because you can't build a deck around her per se, because if you want to put Venus in a deck like this, there's not too many uses. You could lean more towards it, but then if you play Jane, you're not guaranteed for her to buff your other cards. But also if you want to play like Diamondback and Scorpion, then Jane's not guaranteed to nerf the other cards, you know. It's a cool thematic effect, I really like it. And at best she is a 3/12, which I will be honest is quite visible on the board when you see it happen. I do think this is pretty good. Probably lands just underneath Psylocke, but a very, very solid card. I don't know. I think next week with Red Wolf, I might recommend Red Wolf above Jane. It's hard to say. Red Wolf I could quite easily see being one of those cards that flops a little bit. But at the same time, if it's used in a bounce shell where people are seeming like placing it at the moment, there is some potential there. And if you're like kind of a little bit low on resources, maybe save for that. And then after that, there is the Red Hulk card, which I don't think is too great. And there was another one. I might have mixed up their orders, but I, for some reason, genuinely can't remember the other one. But I'll have them in my my review of the season video anyway. But yeah, just keep an eye out for those in case you feel like spending tokens isn't that much of a commitment that you want to make right now. Although I suppose you can't exactly outright buy Jane. I was saying that assuming people would be collection complete with these, with all the cards from the past seasons, in which case if you are, you probably have the tokens to just do so anyway. And then after that we have Doc Ock, which is a free card if you're watching this during the event. If you're not watching it during the event and you don't have quick draw cards, I just don't really think there's much of a need to pick this up. Like, yes, it works quite nice with Jubilee. Honestly, if you manage to play it when Jubilee's in the left of your hand, it just becomes a 4/6, which is pretty nice combo, honestly. It did do some decent things in these games, but I don't think that alone makes the card worth it per se, because you are then diluting your deck, which becomes a little bit of a problem. But all in all, if you have quick draw cards and you have Jubilee, the card just becomes exponentially better. I don't think its card generating ability is something that you want to lean into. I almost made that mistake. I was thinking about like Gamut Horseman and all these things, but no, I don't necessarily think that's where it needs to go. It does land better in a deck with these sort of traits to it. But yeah, that is my review of the cards, and I hope you guys now have a better idea of if to grab them or not. I apologize for all of the Thanos videos I've done recently. I think next week's card being Red Wolf, I'm not necessarily going to do Thanos in that deck, so it'll probably be a little break for a while, because I imagine all the creators out there are just playing the absolute shite out of Thanos, and I kind of understand it, honestly. He's brought a new life to the game, so I do not blame any of them one bit. And I am just waffling at this point, so if you guys enjoy the video, I do have a tendency to yap when I just start thinking. It just made me think about, like, should I start a podcast at some point? I could just waffle on about things all day. But yeah, probably third time I'm going to say this, but let's end the video. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks in advance, and I'll speak to you all next time.